Welcome to the Watkins Glen 350. These drivers are out qualifying right now. And as we see Kyle Busch go on the grass. Ooh, is he going to recover from this? Oh, he hits the wall! Oh no, Kyle Busch. A Watkins Glen favorite. Hits the wall in qualifying. And his first lap was actually affected by this. He got a 111.5. But every single driver is out to complete their third lap. While that's happening, let's see who's in the pole. It's going to be the 95 car, Matt Benedetto. Has the fastest lap with a 1 minute 10.037. This is going to be a really exciting race today, folks. All of these drivers are within, what, about a second from each other. And we got two underdogs in the front row, Matt Benedetto and Michael McDowell. So it's really going to be interesting to see who's going to come out on top here. I think Brad Keselowski's going to be the first to cross the line here. Yeah, he is. So as Brad goes through the final two corners, let's see if he has a time that could beat Matt Benedetto's. Almost scrapes the wall there, barely gets off track. And he doesn't. He gets a 0.7 on his third lap. And it doesn't look like anyone else is going to beat them. And yeah, everyone's done. So.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
This race is going to have 0 cautions. Hold on, let me get up.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side. Pit road.
Yeah, this race is going to have 0 cautions, as we're going to see who wins out. The reason why it's 0 cautions, there's going to be a lot of strategy in the play. And I'm not expecting a lot of wrecks. Like, we saw Kyle Busch go off track there, and he's going to start in the back, but we will go through your starting lineup here. On your pole is Matt Benedetto, followed by Michael McDowell, 2 true road course ringers. On the second row, we have Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano. Third row is Eric Jones and Ryan Newman. Fourth row consists of Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. The fifth row will have Kurt Busch and Austin Dillon. Sixth row will be Bubba Wallace making a surprise start, barely outside the top 10, and Chase Elliott, who should be really good here. Daniel Suarez, and I have to go through this. Suarez and Fleece round out row 7. Clint Boyd, SHR teammates Boyer and Alvarola round out row 8. Hemmick and Bowman are in row 9. And Johnson and Keselowski are both in row 10. Truex and Stenhouse row 11. Byron and Dillon row 12. Blaney and LaJoy row 13. Paul Menard and Cody Ware will be row 14. Chris Buescher, JJ Yaley row 15. And we're gonna go through the rest of the back. Tipped Kyle Busch. We have Papyrus and Parker Kligerman. Landon Castle and Ross Chastain. Justin Haley and iRacing. And on your last row is gonna be Joey Gase and David Reagan. As the pace car rounds out, as the pace car comes in, well, we have a couple turns to go. So each road course race is going to be treated like an endurance race. But the thing is, there's going to be no cautions. And all of the drivers voted for this. They wanted no cautions. So, unless there's a really big incident that blocks half the track, there's going to be 0 cautions out here today. I know I repeated that statement a lot, but that's going to be one important factor. And I have every app in command to throw cautions if I really wanted to. The push pace cars is going to come in. And the driver's definitely, the green flag is out. But Wallace making it, trying to go to the inside early. As McDowell goes in behind De Benedetto, who goes wide into turn 1. Oh my. Ooh, Kevin Harvick gets loose on the bus stop, and someone is off track. Oh, and there's a wreck involving Denny Hamlin. Early on in this race, Hamlin's gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to see what happened here. It involved Hamlin and Larson. Hamlin just gets a little squirrely. Tries to save the car, goes off track. Oh, he did the jump. He did the jump straight into Blaney, who also collected Kurt Busch, as many drivers had to slow down for that incident. The Chip Ganassi teammates are out of the race, or out of contention at least. We're gonna go through this using Kurt Busch's point of view, because this was just crazy. And what about from Ryan Blaney, who stopped on the track? Yeah, we see many cars with damage early on, and then Harvick is stopped on the track. That's a yellow.
Caution, yellow flag.
Yeah, we just can't. There was a lot of calamity after that original wreck, and we will go through each and every one. So many cars are lapped. And apparently something happened with Joey Logano, who was running up in front. Wow. So, we're going to go through each incident with detail, because many, many more cars got involved in incidents. Starting with Chase Elliott. He avoided the wreck, but, oh, yeah, that's what happened. He was following Suarez, who went way off track here. Yeah, Elliott just had nowhere to go. We didn't see Austin Dillon in that first wreck, but he's just torn up. Oh, he was torn up, I'm assuming from this one, yeah. Obviously, a bad day for him. We see Ryan Blaney. Oh, who stopped. Yeah, that's right. How did Cody Ware get involved in that? Maybe he didn't. Yeah, he completely avoided it. There was some contact between iRacing and Ty Dillon. Oh, they were checking up for this wreck. And Boyer! Oh my gosh. I didn't see that. Boyer went around. Oh my gosh, Austin Dillon, what are you doing? Yeah, there were two cars stopped up there. So it was MTJ, who actually won the test race at Daytona, which I never published. Yeah, it seems like all the AI cars are just going off track. Many were able to save it, but not MTJ, who just... Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the wrong place at the wrong time. Menard got involved. That is just a cluster. How did JJ Yeagley get involved in that, though? Oh, he got spun around by Haley. I don't think Haley gave him enough room. Yeah, and there that goes. And then Kligerman is the last car involved in the lap 1 shenanigans. Oh, he hit the wall hard. Alright. Yeah, he just overshot the corner. Now let's see what happened to everyone who went a lap down. Oh, him and Cody Ware both hit the pit wall. Yeah, because there's only 26 in the league lap. Many damaged cars on pit road. Oh. The pace car lights are still on, and Eric Jones is going to be your leader. Which means something happened to Matt DiBenedetto. He must have made a mistake, because he was pretty dominant. Let's see here. Oh, he got loose over there. Still not adjusted to the tires. Oh, I think he just went off. Yeah, he went off. Oh, McDowell caught up and collected. And he just collected Newman, who stayed out, and Logano. And then I saw the 4 stop on track. Yeah, he just hit the wall and just stopped. He took a long time to tow. I was waiting for that to happen, but he just didn't. Alright, who else? So that's where Bubba Wallace and Jimmy Johnson... Yeah, so those were all of the incidents. Actually, Stenhouse, I think... Stenhouse went into the back of Dylan. But where did iRacing get in? Okay, let's see where the field is before... Because I don't want to miss a restart. Yeah, this... Very... We basically cut the competitive field down in half. Only 24 in the league lap. I'm gonna check where iRacing came in because he's very low on power. How did he get involved in this? I think he hit the wall. Oh, this was under caution. Oh, he had a clean car until then. Oh, got in contact with Stenhouse. Oh, he hit that wall. Alright. So, Eric Jones and Ryan Newman are going to be your 2 leaders. So we're going to have maybe 25 or so cars left. I'm trying to count it manually. Yeah, about 26 or 27 cars left in this field. The rest are still in pit road. I'm actually going to focus on crashes because I know some are going to happen, especially on the final half of the track. But Eric, the pace car is going to pull in, and Eric Jones is going to be your leader. Bunch of 3 white happening in this one. Will anything happen though? Ooh, Jones trying to save the car. It's pretty loose. And Eric Jones is going to go through the bus stop. We're going to focus on the crashes here. It's Hemrick. It goes around. He overshoots the bus stop into the tire wall. Not a good day for him. And it looks like Eric Almirola is going to wreck too. And Corey LaJoy. Oh, bunch of people in the wall. As Hemrick just overshoots everything. Here's Ross Chastain and ooh, Stenhouse slides, Menard slides, Benedetto slides. Oh my gosh, this is just a race full of calamity. Lots of people going into pit road this time. You see Kligerman still alive. Oh! Papyrus almost gets into him after overshooting turn 1. Let's see what's happening further up. Which of these AI are surviving? Here's Ryan Newman, who originally started in third. He's sideways in the bus stop, but keeps it. I don't even know if 10 people are gonna finish. This is just the track conditions are just off. Matt Tifft and Ryan Preece battling for second though. That'll be exciting. Tifft almost goes off. Byron does go off. And Tifft, who started in 31st, will move up to P2. Pretty amazing. Stenhouse is focusing on crashes, just focuses on Stenhouse. That's hilarious. David Reagan here, currently in P7. And Byron and Buescher through the bus stop, they all keep it. We knew that the track temperature was going to be an issue with these AI, but we didn't think it would be this bad. But all the leaders are holding it together. Matt Tifft, obviously without any damage, might catch up to Eric Jones, who's actually lapping Matt DiBenedetto again. As Jones crosses the line, DiBenedetto, who was your pole sitter, is going to go 2 laps down. Let's view your order here. 16 on the lead lap. We have Eric Jones, Matt Tifft, Ryan Preece, Ryan Newman, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Clint Bowyer. Oh, Clint Bowyer is lapped. David Reagan in 7th. Haley in 8th with a bunch of damage. iRacing car in 9th. And Landon Castle in 10th. Lots of underdogs in the top 10. Bowman in 11th. Chastain in 12th. Joey Gase will be in 13th. Kligerman is lapped. 3 laps down actually. Papyrus, which means Papyrus is in 14th. Stenhouse is in 15th, and Truex is in 16th. Truex, after spinning out blocking the track, is still on the lead lap. As we see Ryan Blaney here, currently shown 5 laps down. Cody Ware and JJ Yaley still have not returned from pit road out onto the track yet. We see Kyle Larson. Eric Jones right now, still behind Matt DiBenedetto. I'm sorry for the frames. Oh, Jones saves it again. There we go. That should help the frames. And it does. Jones behind DiBenedetto. Technical Toyota Alliance member. Who's not going to budge because he wants to stay a lap down. So what's going to be important for these cars is that they're going to have to pit. They're going to have to pit at some point or another during this 45-minute race. I mean, it's already been 15 minutes. So, and these guys out up front did not pit under that first caution. Kyle Larson here in 36th. Ooh. Oh, and Suarez is going to hit the wall. Ooh, I think he just went off track. This is lap 2 for him. Still on very cold tires. He just overshot that corner and goes full speed into the wall. That is unfortunate. But as these lap cars are heading off of pit road with pretty much after like 20 minutes or so of repairs, we get to see more cars out on track. Haley goes off track a tiny bit. See Chris Buescher up there, moved up to 7. I'm just looking at the leaderboard. Eric Jones on a pretty strong lead. He's just... Matt DiBenedetto is probably the fastest car on the track, but he made that slight mistake in the lead. And that's what cost him. And DiBenedetto's gonna Tokyo drifted around that bus stop, as many people have done, including Ryan Newman. Looks like they are gonna Tokyo drift through that. Haley doing a nice job. Bowman Tokyo drifting. Chastain. Parker Kligerman going side by side with the lap car. This is just amazing to watch. And the 52 car is going to go off track. He overshoots that corner and barely hits the left side wall. Gets back on track in front of Kyle Busch though. Left side tire barrier, I should add. He's on his 4th lap, and yeah, and Kyle Busch is going to get close behind the 52. Will they touch? No! Oh, he's going to touch! The 52 is going to touch the 18. And the 18... Oh, I don't know what happened. He goes into pit road while Kyle Busch fades out. Did Kyle Busch end up hitting the wall though? Oh, he saved. That's a nice save. But Kyle Busch is going to have to really battle through the field. Like a Grand National race, this is a true test of survival. If your car handles like junk, then you're going to back out of the race pretty quickly. Especially since there's no faster pairs here. It may seem like there are, but there's definitely no faster pairs. And DiBenedetto's almost going to get off track in front of Jones, who follows his line. And Eric Jones is going to remain in a 3-second lead over Matt Tifft, who actually seems to be catching now. Let's see the lap differential. It was 3.1 last lap. Oh, Jones is going to get to the low side of DiBenedetto, who lets him by. DiBenedetto is now 2 laps down. Your pole sitter now 2 laps down. Yeah, Jones put away by half a second there almost on Tifft. Tifft, who started in 32nd, has probably the cleanest car in the field. But he's going to really have to hope for Eric Jones to mess up to have a shot at winning. Catching behind him is Ryan Preece, who got that front end damage from the lap 1 shenanigans. He's holding steady in 3rd. We don't know too much about him, except that he started in 14. Pretty decent for him. He was a rookie last year, I believe. Yeah, he was a rookie last year, so a 3rd place will be a really strong finish for the team. Ryan Newman hanging in there in 4th with some pretty mild damage, with William Byron in 5th. I mean, both cars have had I wouldn't say down seasons, but they've been impact teams for the entire 2019 season, I think. I mean, Byron was on pole and won a bunch of stages, but wasn't able to do it on the long run. Clint Boyer, on the other hand, Clint Boyer's barely missed out on the chase, I think. But he's in 23rd. He moved from like 27th to 23rd. He's running 6 laps down, and he's hoping to recover. And it's going to be Reagan and Busch up in 6th and 7th, who have stayed up there all race. Haley's going to be in 8th. Really surprising run for him, actually. Won a Daytona race in the summer. But really Spire Motorsports cars, like that type of equipment inside the top 8. An iRacing spec car in 9th. And looks like Landon Castle catching up to those two in 10th. We saw Hemrick slide a little. He got lapped and now is in 24th. So yeah, that is your top 10 presented to you by iRacing. Will Jones have to face with more lap traffic? Doesn't seem to be for a while. Jones is just tearing up the track. Let's go on board with him for a lap. Oh no! Very unfortunate for Eric Jones. It looks like Chase Elliott, who just got out of the pit road, got super loose exiting the bus stop, and that just ruined Eric Jones' race. Matt Tift is right behind him. Oh, that is really bad. Yeah, Chase Elliott just freaking stopped it on track. I think he's just going to be out for the race. But nothing really in terms of position movement. But what we learned from that is that you need to throttle it very likely, because these cars get super loose if you just full throttle it off the corner. Like, I was driving these cars and I couldn't hold it for a lap. So yeah, these AI it just takes a lot of skill to do what they're doing. I mean, these guys are at 90 to 100. And yeah, there was a lot of big wrecks in the first lap, but for most of them to keep it clean, it's just amazing. You see the top 6 on the straight line. Matt Tift is going to try to pass Eric Jones for the lead. Eric Jones with an aerodynamic disadvantage here. I will say though, we have reached the halfway point of this race. It's now been 24 minutes. And unless something really big happens, I'm not going to force drama and throw a yellow. And who's that behind? That's Joey Logano, fresh car off of pit road. He's in 35th, 14 laps down. And the guy who we saw had a very torn up front and rear, I got it back. Oh, it looks like Boyer's gonna get loose. And that's Landon Castle, who was in 10th. Oh no. Oh, he made contact with Hemrick. Yeah, that's what it was. And just could not save it in the grass. And then Boyer just loses it by himself. Oh, it looks like Dylan's gonna hit the wall and spin. It's a multi-car spin out here, and Byron is stopped on the track. Oh boy. I missed something big. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
The yellow flag is out.
I don't get why these cars don't tow it off. I threw that yellow way too late. You just see a pile of Michael McDowell, guy who started in second, got involved. Was a victim of this. So, let's see how this all started. We saw this play out. So, I guess William Byron stopped at a really, really bad place. Like, they were all running inside the top couple of positions. And I think it actually started with Denny Hamlin. 37th place car. Ooh, yeah. And then Newman gets around, know where he could have gone. Byron, Buscher. I should have told it there. I mean, I should have thrown it there. And then what happens here? So, we saw Joey Gase go around. That was a different incident entirely. So, he went... Ooh. He and Kyle Busch were both, like, sort of drifting it through that corner. No contact. As Gase could not hold it straight because Dylan was right there. And this is the wreck we saw. And I think Castle was one of the guys who... Something happened right here. I think people hit Joey Gase while he... Yeah, Joey Gase tried to back up the track. Where others were trying to avoid him. Hits Busch, hits Michael McDowell. And Bubba Wallace. That is just bad. I don't know what you're doing, Joey Gase. Like, you were on the lead, you were running pretty impressively, but I don't know why you just didn't tow it. Yeah, you got loose in the grass and just killed a bunch of others. Like, look at this. Kurt Busch had nowhere to go. 34 had nowhere to go. 43. Yeah. We're gonna see who survived through all of this calamity. Looks like the 3 and the 1 are pitting. This field is now 11 cars on the lead lap. So we got Eric Jones, Matt Tiff, Ryan Preece, David Reagan, Justin Haley, iRacing, Bowman, Chastain, Castle, and Pires. Then the guy in 11th is Stenhouse. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this, though. That bus stop has not been a good corner for Hemrick. And that's most likely gonna be the thumbnail. Alright. Hamlin only survived 4 laps as they're lined up for the restart. A lot more cars this time. And for the second time this race, a restart is going to involve the front row motorsports car. Will Matt Tift have enough short run speed? We're gonna have about 15-ish, about 12, 13 minutes left. About 13 minutes left after this restart. So it's gonna be like a sprint race. I mean, these drivers are excited. I could tell you that. They want. I don't know how to explain it. They just want the rest of this race to be good. I don't think it's gonna happen. Hopefully these AI prove me wrong. We have Eric Jones, Matt Tift, Ryan Preece, David Reagan, and Justin Haley in the top 5. As only 11 cars in the lead lap. The rest being John Smith, Bowman Chastain, Castle, Fred Jones, and Stenhouse Jr. The pace car is going to roll off here, and we will see our 3rd green flag of the day.
Green, green, green.
Side by side down turn 1. It's the Damage Jones and the Matt Tift. Who's going to let off first? Nobody is. Matt Tift is going to get the advantage off the turn. Goes on the curb a little bit as they get squirrely for 3rd behind them. It's going to be Matt Tift. Matt Tift is going to be your race leader here at Watkins Glen. Will he be able to hold on to it though? They are 3-4 wide entering, and someone gets put into the wall. I think that's the 13 of Ty Dillon. Yeah, as he collects his brother Austin. Got put in the wall. A bunch, Ryan Blaney, Jimmy Johnson, and Eric Almirola all crashing the bus stop. But everyone else is going to survive. This is going to be really entertaining to watch. See what kind of roadblocks we get here. Kyle Busch goes barely off track. Loses it, Kevin Harvick. You see many cars in the background go off track. Oh no! You see Papyrus just stop on the track. There is just a bunch of cars stopped. That is going to be an automatic caution.
Caution, yellow flag.
That was calamity in the restart. Corey LaJoy. Yeah, I just had to throw the caution. There was no way any of them were going to survive. But all of that started when I believe the Papyrus car just stopped in the middle of the track. He was side by side with Hemrick. Fly Chase is gonna give a better view of this. Yeah, he just stopped. And I think everyone in front of him was actually going on the pit road, which would have been really interesting. They were all pretty much running out of fuel. And I think your race leader is gonna be Chris Buescher. No, he was lapped. So he was just trying to get his lap back. But we're gonna see everything that happened, starting with Ty Dillon, who got pretty much shoved in the wall. He had nowhere to go. They were 4 wide entering turn 1. Martin Truex just shoved it in there. Oh, Kurt Busch spun around. I did not see that. Oh yeah, he hit the curb. He hit the curb, that's what happened. Got up into Byron, who had nowhere else to go, and Dillon just wrong place, wrong time. Then we saw Kurt Busch just spin out. I think he collected a car too. I can't tell. Oh yeah, that was Austin Dillon. But just, this is what not to do on a restart. Just go into Martin Truex Jr. He just didn't give a crap. He was like back there in dead last, almost. And then just sends it on the restart. It's like me when I'm trying to experiment with Watkins Spun AI. Yeah, he just sent it. Probably got mad that the 37 came down on him, but 37 had nowhere else to go. And then the 1, like from all of that, yeah, just went up into Boyer and collected Austin. Barely. So after that, we saw Blaney go off track because nothing happened here. Oh. So I think he was trying. Blaney was in 22nd. He's now 25th, but he was trying to maneuver around Kligerman, who was on the same, who was a couple laps ahead of him, I think. Oh, he just got loose. They were looking 3 wide in the bus stop. Yeah, he just got loose. Kligerman, like, he probably had nowhere to go. He was running the line. And yeah, and then behind him, Jimmy Johnson and Almirola got together. So, looks like from here, Almirola thought he had enough room. Boop. There's the contact. And with how loose these cars are, you just have nowhere to go. So we actually saw Bubba Wallace. We didn't see Bubba Wallace though. He must have... Oh. Yeah, Byron came down on him. Bubba was trying to make it 3 wide. No way that was gonna work. Ooh, Kligerman almost spun it trying to pass Benedetto. I mean, leaders got through here fine. Tiff was fine. Oh yeah, no, he was going into pit road. Oh wait, did I see? No, that was just a shadow. Yeah, they were all headed into pit road. That's why all this calamity happened. Let's see what happened to Kevin Harvick, who was 32nd. Oh, he just overshot the corner. Had a weird line heading into it. Yep, and just couldn't avoid the wall. Went right to save it and just duped himself. And you saw the stack up. Fred Jones just stopping for no reason. And after green flag pit stops, might I add, your leaderboard is gonna be, hold on. Eric Jones, David Reagan. So that's 3 different FRM cars that's going to restart inside the front row. Front row motorsports, all their drivers get to restart in the front row. What a great day for them. Ryan Preece in 3rd, Matt Tifton 4th, Ross Chastain in 5th, making many fans happy. iRacing car in 6th, Haley in 7th, Landon Castle after making that mistake that we thought was going to get him out of the race will be in 8th. The 52, who was in dead last actually, when everyone else got back out on track, he has managed to keep it clean, and is now in 27th, 8 laps down. Look at all of this, like these are all cars that wrecked twice. McDowell, LaJoy, Harvick, Wallace, Keselowski, Logano, Dillon, Hamlin, Elliott, Ware, and Suarez. And 9th isn't until here, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who's had a pretty rough day, but able to keep it in there. We see Cody Will in 39th. We gotta watch out for him. He has the newest tires on the field. And 10th is gonna be Chris Buescher, who actually stayed out when everyone else decided to pit in. Pretty smart move for him. And he got put back in the lead lap. So we're gonna have 12 people in contention. The 10 I just mentioned, Alex Bowman, and William Byron, who actually started in a decent position. Actually, no he didn't. I thought he started in like 5th. But here's a fun fact for you. Only one driver who started in the top 10 is still up there. Who is in the top 10. And 2 drivers who started in the top 15 are up in the top 10. It's crazy. Everyone else, like we have 6 people who qualified outside the 30th, inside the top 10. So it just goes to show this race is the pure definition of survival. We're probably gonna have a 1-lap shootout maybe. These guys are still single file. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a 1-lap shootout coming to the line. So it's gonna be records or checkers. Checkers or records. You see Dillon, Harvick, Dillon, Suarez, Keselowski, Blaney, LaJoy on pit road. As all of the wave around cars are going to go on by. I can't tell if this is to the green or 1 to green. But that is so many wave around cars. And I don't even see the leaders yet. Oh, they're all getting waved. That is really interesting. 43 seconds. I don't know if there's a pace car glitch. But the pace car lights are out. Oh boy. And we still have a bunch of cars. I think something happened under caution because everyone was pitting. Yeah, Eric Jones is going full speed. And Kyle Larson is going to get held back by the pace car. Will the pace car go in? No, it stays out. Oh, no, it comes in. Larson is going to...
Green, green,
what?
green.
This is just crazy. Only 5 cars stay behind the pace car. And the flagman's waving the white flag. Oh no! Chase Elliott again! Chase Elliott crashes into Eric Jones again! And Jones is still gonna have the lead. This is the white flag, I believe. Jones versus Priest. Who's gonna come out on top? Jones, who has been up there all day. Priest, who has been looking inside the top 5. Jones is... the last thing Jones wants is a mistake from anyone in front of him, but especially for himself. The only other car in contention is that 47 car, Ryan Priest, will be very happy with the second place finish here. Coming out of the final couple of corners, it looks like Eric Jones is going to win the second race of the eNASCAR AI Cup Series at Watkins Glen. Congratulations. And that confirms, the race control has confirmed, Eric Jones, despite being screwed over by Chase Elliott twice, has managed to fight through the damage and win the race. Ryan Priest will finish in second. Looks like Matt Tiff will be in third. Ross Chastain in fourth, Reagan in fifth, John Smith in sixth, the iRacing car in sixth, Justin Haley 7th, Castle 8th, Bowman 9th, and Byron rounds out the top 10. And it looks like Stenhouse, who had a pretty good day, parked it on the last lap. He went off track and spun. Almost collects the 51. But he was running in 9th. So that's very disappointing for him. I'm gonna see what happened to Chase Elliott, because that's just inexcusable. He just goes back out on track and he just goes back out on track and wrecks it. Like, they were all coming to the green flag. Yeah. Oh wow, that was way overshot. Oh, Jones overshot it too. And Reagan got involved, hit the wall. So had Chase Elliott not been there, I think Jones would have lost the race. Because Jones goes off track, almost spins it, but Reagan was coming at full speed. If Chase Elliott had not been there, I think Reagan would have had a good chance of winning. But Eric Jones is going to lead a field where only 10 survived to victory. Eric Jones, Ryan Priest, Matt Tiff, Ross Chastain, David Reagan, iRacing car, Justin Haley, Castle, Bowman, and Byron. And this car was very loose. It was a pretty loose setup. But they all managed to finish in the league lap from that. Of course, that finished the lap down from 11th to 15th. Stenhouse, Papyrus, Kyle Busch, Truex, and Kurt Busch. 16th, the rest of your order is going to be Chris Buescher, who had a really good race. Joey Gase, DiBenedetto, Kligerman, Newman rounds out your top 20. Boyer, Dillon, Hemrick, Almirola, Larson, Yaley, Johnson. And the people who finished 10 laps down was Paul Menard, Ryan Blaney, McDowell, Wallace, LaJoy, Logano. Yeah, pretty rough day for Team Penske. Blaney, Logano, and Keselowski are suffering terribly. Then we have Harvick, Hamlin, Austin Dillon, Cody Ware, Chase Elliott, and Daniel Suarez rounding out your field. Well, it was very entertaining seeing all the wrecks, but after, I should say, a terrible race from Watkins Glen, we'll see you next week at, oh god, Lime Rock Park. Yeah, that's gonna be even worse. Anyways, we'll see you next time. This is Kohan Kaneda signing out.